Good morning. I'm Janie Parrish with the Wadsworth Area Chamber of Commerce, and you are zooming into business with one of our great nonprofits in Medina County called Ormaco. And Ormaco stands for Ohio Regional. I wrote it down so I didn't mess it up. It's Ohio Regional Music, Arts, and Cultural Outreach. And their tagline, which I think is fabulous, is "For without culture, man has no soul." So today we're talking with Thomas Sigel, who is the founder and the executive director of Ormaco. So hello and welcome. I have to tell everybody, we've been talking a little bit before we started the recording and have laughed so hard that we had to blow our noses and wipe the tears away. So anyway, good morning, Thomas.
Good morning. It's always a joy and pleasure to speak with you, Janie. So thanks for having me on the show today.
Absolutely. Okay, so here's the first question that I'm going to ask you. Tell us about Ormaco.
So Ormaco, as you mentioned, Ohio Regional Music, Arts, and Cultural Outreach, is now going into year 12. And the mission of the organization is to make music, arts, and culture accessible to all, but we focus on programming for underserved, disadvantaged, and rural populations.
Now, what's so unique about Ormaco? I think I know what's so unique. My husband's on the board of Ormaco, and Thomas was a chamber board of directors for 6 years. And so we've gotten to know Ormaco, but tell us about what is so unique about it.
So essentially 12 years ago, I had a crazy sort of global career, came back to the area, and I wanted to do something to give back to the community. So I did a little bit of research and I thought, where is there a gap? And I found out that one of the first things that goes in schools, especially with slashing funding, are music, arts, and cultural programs. And so I thought, let's start an organization that has an educational component and make music, arts, and culture accessible to everybody. So what makes us different is that every program that we do has an educational component. So for example, when we go into the schools with our World Tour of Music program twice a year, we provide the teachers with curriculum notes in advance to prep the students and give them a context for what will unfold during the week when we have these 1-week World Tour of Music residencies, as an example.
So I know I've been with you for Jazz Under the Stars on the Square in Medina, and I've been at the library in Wadsworth while you've brought your musical groups in.
Yeah, so we have different components to our program. And again, these have all sort of evolved organically over the years. You know, you don't know whether a program will be successful or not. And so, as you mentioned, we have a wonderful collaboration with the Wadsworth Public Library, where we do a monthly Sunday concert live at the library. So that's a great partnership in Wadsworth. We also have our Jazz Under the Stars and Opera Under the Stars on the Square in Medina. Again, we'll be entering year 12 this summer, bringing top-notch free professional jazz concerts and one Cleveland Opera Theater performance every summer. And those concerts now have become really are part of the cultural fabric of Medina County, and we're bringing in people from all over that anticipate and look forward to those programs. Last summer, we started a great program down in Worcester at the Sechrist Arboretum, and that's called Music at the Arboretum. So we're doing 4 outdoor concerts at that beautiful arboretum, which is really a hidden gem of the community. Everybody should go down and just walk through the arboretum and the gardens. It's a fantastic place. What do? We also do, in Medina County, we do songwriting for at-risk youth programs. We collaborate with the Medina County Police Activities League for after-school free guitar, steel drum, and percussion lessons. But unfortunately, due to COVID, those are all on hold. They're still on hold. So it's been a little bit frustrating that we can't get back into the schools with the children, but we will get there. And then another thing that we do, which is a little bit of a fundraiser, but also an outreach program, is we do these amazing bus trips. And so we go to Playhouse Square, we hop on the bus, we have a catered lunch, the wine is flowing. We do a trivia quiz. We go up, we see a show, get back on the bus, chocolates, cookies, more wine, and it's just so much fun. So we do the outings at Playhouse Square, and then once this pandemic is behind us, we'll be going back again. We'll be doing our crazy red eye to New York City, and then we go all around Pittsburgh, Detroit, Toledo, Columbia, you name it. We go to different dates. We do little day trips to cultural and educational destinations, and everybody just has so much fun.
And I can attest to that. Yes, so much fun. There's so many great things that you do, Thomas, but especially on those bus trips, how fun is that? And the best thing, well, there's everything about that day is fabulous, but to be dropped off right at the front of Playhouse Square, be picked up right in the front of Playhouse Square and head on home with the wine flowing. How fun is that?
Exactly.
Yes.
I never want to drive to Playhouse Square again. There's another little component that I need to talk about. So a year and a half ago, so I grew up in Homerville, which is the southwest corner of Medina County, just 30 minutes west of Wadsworth, so just a stone's throw away. And sort of made full circle, I found a lovely 10-acre property, which I'm actually converting into an educational and cultural center. So it is now the home of Ormaco, and I've given it a name, which is Heartland. So heart from the heart, art, because we're producing art, and land because we're in the country on the land. So Heartland is the name of the new place, the 10-acre property in Homerville, and we're doing concerts in the country. So that's another fun component. And then there are opportunities too, if any business wants to come out and do a little corporate retreat or leadership training or any type of program, the property is available for people to come out and enjoy. And I even have struck a little deal with the Amishmen across the yard, to do Amish buggy rides. So that's something that they normally don't do, but I've struck up a little relationship across the street, and people can come out and do little buggy rides as well. So it's really exciting.
Very cool. Now, your passion just comes through for what you're doing, but tell me why you love what you do.
Well, again, I love what I love about Ormaco is really when you see the reaction of people at events, especially children. It's amazing when you go into a school and see the children reacting to the music, clapping, stomping their feet, cheering. It's amazing. And I also have to tell you that this past fall, we did an amazing program at the Medina County Juvenile Detention Center. So we worked with incarcerated children ages between 14 and 18. And we were a little nervous because, and even the superintendent, Ron Stoller, was a little bit nervous because he didn't know how the kids would react. Those kids were so absorbed and so interested, and it was Italian music that we were talking about. And it was a very compelling program. And so when you can go in to a troubled group of children like that, and hold their attention and have them raising their hands and asking questions and going up to the musicians afterwards and talking with them, you know that you're making an impact. When you have these kids who are on the brink at home and school, and you do a songwriting workshop with them where the kids write down their heart-wrenching lyrics and put them to music, it's for them, it's cathartic. For them, we're paying attention to them. And it's making a difference. And so that's what I love most about Ormaco, is touching the hearts of people. And as you said earlier, for without culture, man has no soul. And you really, strike home with these amazing programs. So that's what I love most about it.
Now, Thomas, how can people find you in Ormaco?
So very easy to find. So you can find us online at Ormaco, ORMACO.org. That's our website. And we have a list of all of our upcoming programs. So that's that. And also we're on Facebook. So you can go to our Facebook site as well and like us on Facebook. And we have constant notifications of what's happening. We also have a Monday e-blast. So if anybody wants to be on the e-blast, contact me at tsigel@ormaco.org, and then we'll put you on that Monday 1 o'clock e-blast. It keeps you totally up to date of what's happening. And also our phone number is 419-853-6016. So that's the information of how you can get a hold of us. We are actually having a jazz brunch on February 27th at Pickle Mamas in Seville, which will be a little bit of a fundraiser for the good of the cause for the children's outreach programs. You can find the information on our website again, ormaco.org. And then we have some seats left for a My Fair Lady bus trip in June, and the other bus trips, and To Kill a Mockingbird, actually May 1st, yes. But Jesus Christ Superstar and Ain't So Proud, the Story of the Temptation, those are sold out already. So we still have a few seats left and would love to have you join us for a fantastic outing. Thanks.
Well, Thomas, we cannot thank you enough for all that you're doing, for so many. You have touched so many lives, and we just can't thank you enough, because this certainly was a gap, and thanks for filling that.
Well, thank you so much. And again, Janie, you and the Chamber do amazing things for the community and the region, and we're very happy and fortunate to have you. So thank you so much.
You are so welcome. And Thomas, I know you're snowed in out in Homerville, but you just stay in the house until your driveway's good to go. Okay.
Absolutely. Okay.
Okay. Thank you,
Safe.
Thomas. Okay.